a posture that requires closed hips and is a great transition for stepping into the standing series is chair pose. So I'll demonstrate and cue how I do chair pose. Inhale, bring your arms up into the air, reach for the ceiling, and exhale, bend into the knees and sit the bum back, reaching like you're sitting into a chair, and breathe. Put all of the weight into the heels of the feet and lift the toes up off the ground. Pull the belly button in towards the spine, bring the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale, reach up a little higher. Exhale, sit down a little further. Breathe. Inhale, stand up, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So what's really key in chair pose is that what I see a lot of people trying to do is sit down kind of in a straight line, because one of the cues that you'll hear a lot of the time is to lift the chest. So you'll see people come into chair like this, and what's happening, look at my knees. They're protruding further than my toes. So first cue is to bring the knees back so they're in line with the toes. And really think about like sitting back, like the chair is just right back there. Okay, now you're here and the chest needs to be lifted as opposed to us leaning forward. This is the cue. So lift the chest, but still sit down and then bring the arms up. Shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale, stand up.
And let's just have a closer look at when you sit straight down. Notice how far ahead the knees are from the toes. But sitting back, notice that the knees stay in line with the toes.
In chair, the feet are hip distance apart, or the feet can come together. We have been doing everything in the training with feet hip distance apart because we're going off the premise of stacking joints. So you can try chair pose without the hips distance. And then I also suggest, if you're doing chair twists, that you have the big toes touching and the heels slightly apart. And just feel it for yourself. So start with the feet hip distance apart, and then sit into your chair. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, take the right elbow and bring it against the left knee. Put the weight into the heels, lift the toes. Push the elbow into the knee, turning the chest to look up over the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, come back to center. Okay, so if you noticed, my knees were definitely out of alignment. So now let's try the other side with the feet together. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend into the knees, sit back into the chair. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Breathe. Okay, so first, look down at the knees and make sure they're in line with one another. Push into the elbow and turn the chest to look over the right shoulder. Sit down a little lower. Twist a little deeper, and then double check the knees are in line with one another. So come back